Hey everyone, it's Kai, and it is Tuesday. But this is a different Tuesday from the last few Tuesdays we've done. This is the biggest Tuesday that we've had in ages because there's so many reveals, and there's so many reveals that matter, right? Link Joker, that matters. Shadow Paladin, that matters, right? These are big boy clans, you know. They're also revealing Gravidia, which is pretty cool. Everyone's been going, I want meteors, I want meteors. I know you want meteors, I know I want meteors. Brandgate is literally the best nation out of all the nations out there because, you know, it's just got the best characters, and Gravidia looks like one of the best. So we're gonna, I don't know where to start, but I don't know. We are starting off with Link Joker. We're gonna start off with Link Joker because it is, come on, Link Joker is, it's got red, right? Red, it's fast, it's best. So let's start off. First one, grade 1, Palladium. Remember Palladium? He's back, right? So when his first effect is that when he's rode upon, you may call it to the rearguard circle. That's pretty good. That's a great start, you know, calling things to the rearguard circle, free card, nice, right? Second effect is when your opponent's card is unlocked, you can counterblast one and retire this. So it doesn't go to soul, it retires. So boohoo, sad times, right? Your opponent then looks at the top card of his deck and calls it to an empty, or not call it, he puts it to an empty rearguard circle as locked. So some people have been saying this is a mech card, right? Like, who cares? It's not that good. It's a scup. Zirconium's better. Of course Zirconium is better. It's from Clan Collection 1. Clan Collection 2 cards haven't been that amazing compared to their Clan Collection 1 counterparts, but this card is probably one of the best cards revealed for Link Joker. Probably one of the best cards revealed in all of Clan Collection 2, to be honest, because, you know why? Because it calls a card onto the field locked. That's it. Or it puts a card onto the field locked. That's the most important part. Okay, you play against smart players. They're not gonna be free, right? They're not gonna freeload give you front row units to lock. They're not gonna, you know, put anything on the field sometimes for you to lock. So anything that creates locked cards is just great, right? It's great. That's why Zirconium's good, and that's why this card is good, because it makes your opponent call things to the empty circles as locked. And like, maybe I should just show you a diagram, right? This is like, I'll paint you a nice picture. Look at this. Look at this. So we've got paint up. Maybe I need to thin it down. So pretend this is like your opponent's field, right? Look at this. He's got 3 cards, right? He's got 3 cards like that, right? And then we got this is his Vanguard. This is his Vanguard card, or V Vanguard, right? That's his V. All right, that's there. Yeah. So look at this. Oh, did I do it wrong? I don't use paint much, but okay. I think if I make a rectangle now, it's gonna cover the V. Oh no, it doesn't. Okay, cool. This is the Vanguard, and these are open circles, right? These are open circles, right? Open circles. Yeah. So he's got 3 cards locked here. So during the end phase, all 3 of these unlock. And let's say you're on CBD, right? You're on CBD. I'll draw you a CBD because this is art. This is like NFT, right? This is CBD dragon. Is that a dragon? And then I'll draw a scythe, right? That's his thing. That's a scythe, right? Okay, so you're on CBD, right? And you got Palladiums. You got Palladiums as well. So these cards unlock. They unlock. They flip face up. Your CBD triggers 3 times, but your Palladium triggers 3 times too. And guess what? Use Palladium's effect. They're forced to call units to their front row circle. And what happens when they do? Their front row gets locked. Isn't that bad? Isn't that bad? So a locked unit has to go here. If you have another Palladium, a locked unit goes here. Maybe if you're like super smart, your hand is good enough, maybe you don't have to use 2 Palladiums. You just use 1. Next time you can call a Zirconium, force them to call it here. And then, you know, who cares about the back row cards? No one cares, right? No one cares. Or you could make them call the Palladium down first, then retire like one of their random janky cards and steal force markers, right? Like, oh, like I call it down, bam, front row locked. You don't have anything else? Well, just retire something. Get rid of this, right? Kill it. Get a card. Get some force markers. You're on CBD. You're cool, right? That's how you create empty circle. Well, create front locked row cards. So there are multiple ways, right, that you want to be able to have to be able to lock their front row units, front row circles, if they're playing smart. So this is just another option. So this is why Palladium is actually really cool, right? It's actually really cool. And now he's like, it's locked for another turn, right? He's locked for another turn. The unlock phase doesn't keep on happening. It happens once, and then bam, it's over. Next turn, it's locked for another turn. So that's good. Palladium is insane. I hope this I hope this has shown you that Palladium is a really, really good card. Now, moving on, we're going to look at a not so great card. We look at Colony Maker. Now, the first thing, when I saw Colony Maker, the first thing I realized was, wow, I didn't know she had wings. I didn't know she had wings, but apparently she does. And she has a decent thigh, I guess but that's about it. So her effect is that when she's placed on the Vanguard or Vanguard Circle, you Soul Blast 1 and discard a card from your hand, and then you look at the top 5 cards of your deck, pick up to one star leader from it and call it to the rearguard rested, and then shuffle your deck. But if your opponent has a locked unit, you can call it as standing instead. But here's the thing, you have to Soul Blast, and I mean, if you've been playing Link Joker, or you're playing Star Vader in Vs, and even Premium, you know that Soul is a very important resource, and unlike in Premium, we don't have Zinc, right? We don't have Zinc, so our Soul is very important. So, you know, another resource that's very important is also cards in your hand. So, you know, being forced to discard a card for a possibility of missing as well, I think this is a pretty hard. This is the weakest Star Vader card that we've got. I think I might not even run it at 4, right? Honestly, I might run it at 3. It just doesn't, like, it'd be nice if it got like 5k power or something like that, so it just got something. This is literally just 10k. I don't know if I want to use the effect much, because I might just Soul Blast and discard for nothing. And yeah, I don't know, it's not feeling good. At least the art looks nice, but that's about it. And lastly, we have our buddy Infinite Zero Dragon. So when this card is placed on the Vanguard Circle or ridden upon, you can counterblast 1 and discard a card from your hand. Some discard costs nowadays, right? Pick one of your opponent's reguards and lock them. But guess what? If you have 4 or more damage, you don't lock 1. You pick a front row and a back row reguard, and you lock them. So you lock 2. It's just like the old Infinite Zero, except it's not. Well, it is behind kind of Limit Break, except, you know, yeah. I think the original one you didn't have the CV, right? So it's, but at least this one you can put it on place. That's nice. The second effect I think is actually kind of cool though. Vanguard or Reguard, so continuous effect. During your turn, for each of your opponent's lock unit, this gets 5k. So it's just gonna hit like a beast. Note that it comes with a force mark. Look at this, force, right? Force. So this is kind of cool. It allows CBD to be a bit more aggressive early on. And it can stack with, like, you know, CBD's power gains as well. So this will be like hitting like 33 without any force markers, right? That's pretty good. That's pretty nice. It can help you end games quicker. Bear in mind, remember, you're still a 3 attacker deck, but now, you know, you have more ways to control your opponent, more ways to call things down, more ways to gain power. So I think it's looking good. I think it's looking better, at least, right? So overall, Star Vader's a big plus. Craving Call became cooler. And yeah. Let's move on. I think we see the heal guard. Look at this heal guard. This heal guard looks insane. Actually, I have to go. Let's end myself here. All right, let's disappear. All right, look at this. Look, this heal guard looks really good. I actually like it. Looks nice. It looks nice. So yeah, that has been so. I think it's been a pretty good Link Joker reveal. I think like they didn't nerf Star Vader's too hard, and I think it's quite decent. So pretty cool. Moving on, we have Gravidia. So this is the starter for Gravidia. Gravidia Dellen. So it's just got the standard D effect. Pretty cool, nice alien. People have been saying it looks like Dark Messiahs. Yeah, so that's cool. Second card that we got is Gravidia Wells. So when this unit is placed on the Vanguard Circle, look at the top 7 cards of your deck. Choose any number of meteorite cards, reveal them and put them into your hand and shuffle your deck. So you could +7. You could literally +7. Just get 7 meteorites and add them to your hand. That's pretty funny, right? Pretty funky. And the second effect is act once per turn. If your Vanguard is Gravidia Nordlinger, Soul Blast 1, choose up to 2 meteorite cards from your hand, and then put them into your order zone, and this card gets +2000 until the end of turn. So hopefully you +7, and then you're able to put 2 orders down for this effect, and then you can like put, I guess, since they say you have to put in the order zone, you can put another one down as well from just like the normal put, right? Once per turn order thing. So yeah, it looks like that's how the meteor effects are happening. Meteorite effects are happening. You're just gonna put things down into the order zone. Well, this is not actually the second one, but this is Neatness Meteor Shower is the name. So it's got quite a few different effects. The first one is continuous. You may have up to 16 neatness meteor showers in your deck. So 16. The +7 dream is possible. It's quite possible. It's not as far as you think it could be. All right. Second effect is auto. When this card is put into the order zone, you may soul charge 1. If it was put by your Vanguard's ability, you may draw a card. So that's kind of cool, right? If you're forced to put it down from hand, you could draw cards and replenish your hand. It's not bad. It's not bad. And the second effect is when this is put into your drop zone from the order zone, choose one of your opponent's rear guards and retire it. So field wipe, destruction, all that in one card. You can soul charge, you can draw, you can retire, everything in this one card, right? So pretty cool. Second Gravidia we're getting is Gravida Baringa. So when this unit is placed on the Vanguard Circle or Vanguard Circle, if you have a meteorite in your order zone, Soul Blast 3 and draw a card, and this unit gets power plus 5,000 until the end of turn. So it's not hard to pull off. It's not exactly hard to pull off. Soul Blast 3 sounds like pretty steep, but you know, remember the meteorites, so they come into from the order zone, you can soul charge 1, so it's pretty good. You know, +1s are always nice. Second effect is continuous Vanguard Circle. If your drop and order zone have a total of 5 or more set orders, this unit gets plus 5,000. So this is pretty interesting. You might want to run 4 of this card because it is literally a 15k beater and it generates kind of hand, like Soul Blast 3 for hand and generates some powers. That's pretty cool. Even the grade 1 you might want to run because it does have another effect too, right? So I think so far these Gravidia cards have been pretty good, right? Like this one, yeah, Vanguard Circle effect to put things in. Yeah, I'm game. I mean 10k booster as well. It's pretty nice. And then lastly, we've got Gravidia Nordlinger. So auto, when this unit is placed on the Vanguard Circle, search your deck for up to 2 meteorite cards and put them into your order zone and shuffle your deck. So that's how you're drawing cards. And you know, you might want to run a lot of meteorites. You know, when you think about all the things we've been getting, this searches for your deck. Your first one can look at top 7 and grab a bunch. Yeah, I think I'd be running quite a lot of meteorites in the deck, even though it might clog up the deck a bit, but you know, it sounds cool. Anyway, second effect is auto on the Vanguard Circle. When this unit attacks, cost counterblast 1 and put 1 or more meteorites from your order zone into your drop. Until the end of turn, until the end of that battle, this unit gets power plus 15,000. And then if you put 3 or more meteorite cards into your drop zone for this cost, it gets critical +1. And if you put 5 or more, your trigger effects activate twice. That last one is pretty fun. If you think about what this deck is doing, it's compressing your deck by getting rid of all these meteorites that you're putting a lot of from, like just getting rid of them from your deck. You have the possibility of doing that. And then like if you keep on rewriting your Nordlinger, you can keep on doing that, keep on compressing your deck. You still get Persona rides, and then your deck is rather thin with a bunch of triggers, and then you can start field wiping, because remember, every time you pop one of your meteorites from the order zone into the drop zone, you get to retire, so you field wipe them, and then you get like crit and power, and then your trigger effects activate twice. So if you like trigger brand trigger over trigger, right, that activates twice. You could 0 to 16 people if the time is right, because you know they're on 0 damage, something like that. You trigger a crit, bam, triggers twice. You're on four crits now, and then your over trigger size, so you're 8, 16, bam, your opponent is dead like twice, nearly 3 times. So yeah, this is pretty. I think this deck is pretty meme. I like the idea of it. I like the idea, just how it's like all like the game choice, like the game design of this is really cool. You know, even though it sounds like a meme deck, right? So it doesn't look super competitive, but it's fun. It looks fun. And I'm pretty sure since you need to run 16 meteorites, those hollow meteorites probably become pretty expensive. We'll see, right? So yeah, that is the Gravidia deck. Moving on, we have Shadow Paladin reveals. Back to V, right? So this is Dark Armor Revenger Rinnel. So auto Vanguard Circle or Vanguard Circle. When this unit's attack or the attack boost hits a Vanguard, look at the top 3 cards from the top of your deck, choose up to 1 card with Revenger in its card name from among them, and put it into your hand, and put the rest on the bottom of your deck in any order. And the second effect is when this unit is retired from the Vanguard Circle by your card's ability, costs Soul Blast 1, your opponent chooses one of their rear guards and retires it. So you know, that first effect is already pretty good. Even if you just see like top 3 only, there's like Grim Revenger, right? It's a crit. There's some other targets. You can get Mordred Phantom, because that's the whole idea. You know, all the Masquerades as well you can grab. And Raging Form is a Revenger, so you can grab that too. So I think even though this is limited to top three choice, your overall pool is, I guess it's better than the Starvader one, because at least you can grab a crit. So you can grab defensive options, and then it has like a second okay effect. But yeah, no, I think this is all right. But I think people complain about it, you know, like top 3. Yeah. Anyway, second effect, second card. No, I keep on saying effect. Second card is Dark Cloak Revenger Tatu. You know what's funny is I didn't realize she was a redhead. I think the original art, her hair is kind of a bit more faded. It doesn't look so red. But this one is like pure red, right? Massive red. So auto, when this unit is placed on the Vanguard Circle or Rearguard Circle from your hand, Soul Blast 1, choose your search your deck for up to 1 grade 1 or less card with Revenger in its card name, call it to the Rearguard Circle, and shuffle your deck at the end of that turn, retire that unit. So yeah, I can call something for free. Well, not really free, it's soul. But one thing with Revengers, I guess, is that it's not as soul heavy compared to like Starvaders, right? It's more about Counterblast for Revengers. Well, not Revenger, just like the old Mordred kind of deck is more Counterblast restricted rather than soul restricted. So, you know, Soul Blast 1 is kind of fine. And I'm pretty sure since you're playing Shadows and you're playing Revengers, you're retiring your things anyway. So that thing where it goes back to deck, who cares? You're probably getting rid of that card. Yeah, pretty good. Tatu's pretty nice. And then lastly, we've got Revenger Raging Form Dragon. Look at this art. This art is pretty good, man. First effect is auto when this unit is placed on the Vanguard Circle. If your damage unit has 4 more cards, in Counterblast 1, search your deck for up to 1 grade 2 or less card with Revenger in its card name, call it to the Rearguard Circle, and shuffle your deck. So this first effect lets you call things. Pretty good. It's just straight up C-Bond call something. Now you can call a Tatu, but effect won't activate because it has to be called from hand. But you know, you can just call a grade 2 body, and that is pretty good. And I'm assuming, well, I know because I already saw the effects, but you know, Raging Form does ride itself from hand during the battle phase. That means you can make another attack. So pretty nice. Second effect is Vanguard Circle. At the end of the battle that this unit attacked, retire 3 Rearguards or Revengers in their card names. Choose up to 1 grade 3 card with Revenger in this card name from your hand and ride it as stand. Now, there is no grade 3, like your opponent doesn't have to be grade 3 for you to be able to use that second effect. So, the moment you ride grade 3, you could literally just do the effect. You can just get another Vanguard attack and feel good about yourself, right? The only real restriction on this is that first effect. You have to be on 4 more damage to be able to actually use that second effect more than once. Because if you think about it, if you have less than 4 damage, you sack 3, you re-ride this, that's it. You can't sack any more 3s unless you have like some sort of like on attack hit call or on attack call, something that doesn't really exist in V, right? But if you have 4 damage, by the time you ride grade 3, you can re-ride and then use that first effect to call another grade 2, and then you have 3 things on the field that you can use like for fodder for this again. So that's pretty good. And the other thing is you don't have to re-ride Raging Form Dragon. You could just go into Mordred Phantom, right? So you can sack your 3 back rows, go into Mordred Phantom. If you have 2 like Blaster Darks on the field already, then you can do your wombo combo with Blaster Darks and then restand them with Mordred Phantom. So there is lots of synergy there, but also just the fact that he comes with a force marker, right? He comes with a force marker. If you're rewriting it, you get another force marker. You're hitting slightly bigger. It's fine, right? So that's pretty good. You can, what we saw on stream is you CB1 and can get like the grade 2 Masquerade, and that can swing in as well. So yeah, you can get a bunch of combos like that. So I actually think this is not too bad. Of course, if you can compare it with Luard, right? Luard seems pretty good. I think Luard is still insanely good, but you know, just in terms of the stuff that we've got, this is pretty good. And honestly, if you talk about meta, right? Let's just have a big talk about meta a bit. What happens if everyone starts playing Starvaders, right? Because Starvaders is cool. It is so cool. They're the coolest clan, right? They're the coolest sub-clan, sub-archetype. I think Joker is the coolest. Well, Luard doesn't really do very well against that meta, right? But guess what? Actually could do okay, right? Theory-wise. This one could. Because you could just sack your whole field, attack a bunch of times, and then your opponent has to rely on their Zirconiums And guess what? Palladium's able to get locked units on the field. So this might have like a better matchup against the Starvaders rather than relying on the Ward. Yeah, that's just, it's a possible. This is like a decent side grade, yeah. So yeah, I think the Shadow stuff is not bad. It's honestly not bad. And the Starvader stuff has been pretty good too. I know people have been memeing on Aquaforce. I think Aquaforce is that bad, guys. Come on, it's not that bad. But yeah, let's take a look at the other stuff. There are some other crazy things. Look at this rarity. Let me minus myself again. Look at this. These are some high rarity cards coming from V Collection. Like, look at this border. This is like the XVR borders. These look pretty good. These look pretty slick, right? I don't want to say. They just look really good, really good. So especially like the Thing Save one as well. It's from the rank reward. Come on, man. Come on. Yeah, this just looks nice. We got the other one as well. Look at this raging form. Look at this raging. Look at this Gear Chronicle. Look at it. Looks amazing. Looks actually makes me want to get high rating. And I'm not really a high rating man. I like to just get cheap things. But this makes me want to get it. This cool borders make me want to get cards. That's just the unfortunate thing. I just want to waste money on cool borders. Yeah, that is it. That is a lot of reveals today. I think Gravidia looks really cool. Starvaders V, pretty nice. And then, Revengers, that looks pretty good too. All right, what do you guys think? Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. What are the reveals? Are you gonna go full rarity? Look at this. Look how beautiful this is. All right, look at let's go. Look at this. Dai Kaiser, silver art, blue art for Tetra Drive. Whoa, buddy. Look at this. United States golden. Beautiful. All right, let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and I will see you guys in the next video. All right, bye.